Welcome back everyone. Today we are diving into one of the most important and powerful aspect of NumPy, that is creation of n-dimensional arrays, and it is also known as ND arrays. These arrays are the backbone of numerical computations in Python, particularly for engineering, scientific research and data analysis. We will explore how to create these arrays from scratch, how to transform basic Python list into multidimensional arrays, and even how to build complex arrays using specialized NumPy functions like zeros, arrange, and random. And these functions we have already seen for the one-dimensional array. By the end of this session, you will have a clear understanding of how to manipulate ND arrays for your computational need. So let's get started. NumPy allows the creation of n-dimensional arrays where n can be 1, 2, or even. These arrays are more efficient than Python list because they store data in a contiguous block of memory, allowing for the faster computation. Now, to understand that, let us go to the VS Code. Suppose our first objective is to create a one-dimensional array. So to use the NumPy functionality, the first important statement is the import. We have mentioned import NumPy as NP. Now to create a two-dimensional array, we will store that array into one variable, and then we will use the functionality np.array, and within that, now using proper square brackets, we need to define the two-dimensional array. So as you can see, we have defined one variable array underscore 2d using np.array. Now within outer square brackets, two again square brackets are provided separated by comma. So here each square bracket within outer square bracket refers to the one-dimensional array. So the value 1, 2, 3 refers to the one dimension, and the value 4, 5, 6 refers to the second dimension. So let us run the program to check the output, how this 2D array can be accessed. So here you can see that the two-dimensional array is created, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it is a 2 by 3 array. Next, to create a three-dimensional array, as you can see, within outer square bracket, one inner square bracket. Within outer square bracket, inner square brackets are provided to refer to the two dimension. Same way, to refer to the three dimension, we need to provide outer bracket for the one dimensional, inner square bracket for the two dimension, and within that again we will consider another square bracket to refer to the three dimension. So to understand that, let us check this content using np.array. Within outer square bracket, inner square brackets are provided that are highlighted with the blue, and within that again two parts are separated with these yellow square bracket, and the values are 1, 2, 3, 4. So these inner square brackets refers to the three dimension. Same way, comma separated, again inner square brackets are provided. So within blue square bracket, yellow square brackets are referred to the three-dimensional data. While accessing the multiple dimensional data, keep in mind you need to have the clear idea about setting the square brackets. Let us run the program to check the output. So here you can see that the three-dimensional array is created with the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can also create an n-dimensional array directly from a nested list in a Python. Each level of nesting corresponds to a dimension of the array. So suppose we want to create a list of list for three-dimensional array. So let us again check the content. We have stored it into the list of list. Now within outer square bracket, two inner square brackets are provided, and within pink square brackets, these blue square brackets are separated. So within three square bracket we are having the value, so it represents the three-dimensional data. So this list of list is nothing but the concept of three-dimensional array only, and to convert that list of list to a three-dimensional array, again we need to use the functionality np.array. So at the bottom, as you can see, we have created three-dimensional array by converting that list of list, and for that np.array, within argument we have passed this variable list of list. So it will create the array from this list of list concept. Let us run the program to check the output. So here you can see that we are getting the three-dimensional data by using the concept of list. As we have already discussed in our previous session, the NumPy provides built-in functions to create the one-dimensional array, so as well as it provides the functionality for the multi-dimensional arrays. Let us assume that we want to create a 3 by 3 by 3 array filled with the zeros. So for that we can use the functionality zeros, And for that, we can store the answer. Let us say array underscore zeros. The function is np.zeros. Then within bracket, we will provide the dimensions in the tuple format. So that is 3 comma 3 comma 3. So it represents the 3 cross 3 cross 3 array. And then we have printed that array. Let us run the program. So here you can see that 3 cross 3 array is created, having the default values 0 and the default data type being the float. Next, suppose we want to create a 3 cross 4 cross 2 matrix with the numbers from 1 to 24, and for that we may use the inbuilt functionality a range, and it generates evenly spaced values and can be reshaped into n-dimensional arrays also. So let us again go to that code, and as you can see, we have stored the answer into the array underscore arrange. The function is np.arrange 1 comma 25. np.arrange creates the one dimensional array from value 1 to 24, and it will be the equally spaced data. Now suppose we want to convert that one dimensional array and we want to reshape it to the another array, then we need to use the inbuilt functionality reshape. So again we have called different function dot reshape, and within argument we will provide the dimension of the array. So the dimension required is 3 comma 4 comma 2. So it will create an array having the value 1 to 24, and that value will be reshaped into the required 3 cross 4 cross 2 array. Let us run the program to check the output. So here you can see that at the bottom you will find the output. So it is having the data 3 cross 4 cross 2 elements. So this is our 3 cross 4 cross 2 array. So using this reshape function, one can easily change the shape of the matrix based on the requirement. Now last, suppose we want to create a 2 cross 3 cross 4 array with the random values. So for that, we need to use the inbuilt random module available in NumPy, and we will use the function rand. So it will create an array with the random values between 0 and 1. So let us check this code. So here, as you can see, np.random.rand, we need to provide the dimension of the array in the tuple. So that is 2 comma 3 comma 4. So this rand function will automatically create this dimensional array having the random values. Let us run the program to check the output. So here you can see that 2 cross 3 cross 4 array is created using these random values. So using this concept, I think you know that NumPy's ability to create and manipulate ND arrays is a game changer for scientific computing. You can create arrays from Python list or use functions like zeros, arrange and rand for better efficiency and flexibility. Understanding ND arrays is crucial for solving complex engineering problems such as simulating physical systems or analyzing large data sets. So start experimenting with these methods. You will see how powerful and versatile NumPy can be for your project. We will dive deeper into the foundational aspect of the NumPy in our further session.